the next comedian coming up. She's from Boston. She performs all over Boston and even has her own dating comedy show known as Penny for Your Thoughts. Next lady coming up is Penny Oswin. Give it up!
Don't let this get fool you though, I'm actually trash, so. Yeah, I am from here, but I moved to Boston like a year and a half ago. I love the silence that follows that, because really nobody cares and I love it. So I'm visiting my parents this weekend. My mom's like the least sassiest person out there, because when she tries to say throwing shade, she says throwing shadows. That's some real Harry Potter shit you got going on, Mom. So my parents don't believe me whenever I say a guy likes me. Like, they just tell me I'm pretty just to keep up that self-esteem. So I told my mom, like, oh, I think this guy likes me. And she's like, how do you know he likes you? I'm like, because his dick is hard. So I was on the T the other day, and there was his guy, the T is the subway in Boston, thanks. So this guy claimed to be the sexiest Asian guy on the subway. And so he's like, hey, and he starts doing Showtime, you know, New York Showtime, where they're about to kick you in the face. That's why I moved to Boston, to avoid that shit. So he's doing his moves, and afterwards he's like, hey ladies, I'm single. My number is 617-555-1234. I'm like, this is better than any other Tinder profile I've seen. He's got it down. You know you're sad and single when the only person that you wake up next to and is concerned about you is Netflix? Are you still watching? Guys, I was unfuckable till like a few years ago. So when I was 15, I once emailed a guy that I liked him because I got game, right? So log into my AOL account, type up an email. It's like, hey Joe, I like you, but like that, and hope you like me too. Sincerely, Penny. And then he writes back like, hey Penny, not sure if I feel the same way, but glad you told me. Sincerely, Joe. Joke's on him now because I'm a whore. Thanks. I might look nice, but not really. I had this really intense craving for kale because I'm white, and so I actually Googled why I was craving kale. So I said kale craving, and then the first thing that came up was pregnancy. And I'm like, yo, I just saved myself a trip to CVS. Anyone here take the Myers-Briggs personality test? Any smart people here?
As a matter of
fact. Oh, you. Okay, we'll talk later. So, you know how like the test results are like INFP, ENFJ? I took the test recently and I'm in IDGAF. People ask me, what's that like? I'm like, I ran out of fucks to give. So once hooked up with this guy who, I was wearing workout clothes, and the thing about workout clothes is that I like wearing that out in public to let people know that I napped in that. Thanks. So, wearing my workout clothes, couldn't give a shit, so I had this guy come over, and, you know, clothes come off, woo, and my sports bra's there, and he's like, sexy, and I'm like, I wasted all this money at Victoria's Secret when I could have gone to Sports Authority this whole time. This guy definitely has a Sporty Spice fetish, because, you know, tell you what you want, what you really, really want. Alright, so, cool, this is going great. What else was I going to talk? Oh yeah, so living here, I had a Serbian guy, like, literally latch on to me, like, fucking, like, cling on to me, and so it was like my third time doing stand-up. I got drunk, he got drunk, and made out like hungry, hungry hippos. And then he texted me the next day, he's like, kind of funny. I still have smell of your neck on my face. Not responding to that. What are you doing tonight? And I said, I had a date. And he said, date? What is date? Can I come? No. After I made out like hungry hippos, the answer is no. So my youngest cousin just went through puberty. She just got boobs, so I'm not the center of attention anymore. So my whole family's going up to her like, oh my God, look at you, you look gorgeous. And then they look at me like, you look tired. You need a nap or a sandwich or something. You know you have low standards when you swipe right for a guy named Marvin, which I have done. So I was on Bumble and I messaged the guy first, a gif of Lionel Richie saying, hello, and then he writes back, I was expecting so much more from a comedian. After you managed to calm down the roaring crowd, surely you opened with more than hello. And I'm like, is Lionel Richie not good enough for you? Well then, I guess it isn't me you're looking for. Thanks. But I got one more thing. You know you're from New York City when you dated a Whole Foods barista? I look like I have. So, having this really great first date, making out near the Lincoln Tunnel, 31st and 9th Avenue, and everyone's yelling, yeah! And then, get a room! And then the hobo comes up to me like, yeah, you get that pussy good. And then the barista stops making out with me and yells back at the hobo, you get that pussy well. Because clearly, proper grammar is way more important than making out with me. So that's my time. Thank you.